All of us are moved by our passion for the poor and trying to make a difference in life, and he's helped to turn that passion into impact.
It was an opportunity for him to give back to a vision and purpose that was something much bigger than himself.
I was born in Edmonton and raised in Edmonton. I've always been a person who was interested in relationships, interested in living life purposefully. In fact, I initially thought I wanted to be a missionary, and I had an uncle who persuaded me I didn't want to be a missionary, I wanted to be a lawyer, which of course are quite different things.
He was a student who had a lot of self-confidence and spent some time in private practice, but he found that his real talent was for business.
Ultimately, what law school gave me was a logical way of approaching problems and how to break a thing down, how to get to the essence of it. Practiced law for a short time after law school, then went to business school, and the airline was my first job out of business school.
At the age of 28 or 29, he created and executed an asset financing transaction that allowed Pacific Western Airlines, an airline, a regional airline of 25 airplanes or so, to acquire CP Air, an international airline with more than 100 airplanes. And with that financing and that creativity, it formed Canadian Airlines as the merged company. And then only a year later, the acquisition of Ward Air, which even expanded the size and scope of Canadian Airlines.
He used to do things like, clean toilets, do the whole deal to see how this company actually worked and what everybody did.
It requires all of your leadership skills. You're dealing with negotiations with other countries. It's a service sector. It's got expensive, big airplanes that fly. So everything that you could possibly ask for. It's just unfortunately a business that doesn't make sense.
Canadian Airlines is now on its deathbed with 16,000.
He had a number of different business interests.
Unlimited opportunities, relatively speaking. There was always in him the desire to give back.
I served World Vision for a number of years on the World Vision Canada board as a volunteer. So when the recruiter called to ask if I would submit my name, I had a long pause. I had to seriously consider, is that what God is calling me to at this phase of my life?
He wouldn't say this, but he took a huge financial bath to do this job out of a sense of vocation.
He's a very passionate person about the things that are closest to his faith. And that compels him to sort of reach out and to serve. He's a very charming guy, he's a very embracing guy. He enjoys hearing the stories of others.
World Vision is a Christian humanitarian organization that, as an expression of God's love, desires to improve the well-being of children, especially the most vulnerable children in the world. My heart gets broken for the possibilities and yet how many are unrealized possibilities for so many people. Statistics become real people to me.
When he's with one family in one home, you see his humility, his empathy, and the love that he has for that individual family.
I daily feel a sense of joy. I daily feel like I have more purpose in my daily work than I have for many years. I sometimes call it a move from success to significance. We are making a difference for many of those people and bringing hope into their lives, and that's a huge joy.